Okay, it's joke time again. How many Longhorns do we have in here? Y'all know what a Longhorn sermon is? It's a 2-point sermon. There's a point here, there's a point there, a lot of bull in between. What about Aggies? We got any Aggies in here? Now, I've got a license to pick on Aggies because I'm married to one. In fact, I'm married to an Aggie doctor. How'd you like to be married to an Aggie doctor? Well, she's very smart. She's very beautiful. And I married her in college. In fact, her dad offered to buy her a car if we would wait till we graduated to get married. And I'm so glad she didn't take him up on his offer. Well, she married me for the same reason people buy a Pekingese. The dog is so ugly, it's cute. Now, in all fairness to her, she knew me when I was a puppy. This joke is called The Aggie and the Funeral Salesman. And the Aggie had a big math test coming up, and he couldn't remember for the life of him how much is 2 plus 2. So he asked an engineer, an accountant, and a lawyer. And the engineer says, well, 2 plus 2 is 4. And the accountant says, well, Mr. Aggie, it's right before tax season. He says, how much do you want it to be? And the attorney says, well, Mr. Aggie, normally 2 plus 2 is 4, but in your case, it's going to be a lot more than we expected. Well, he didn't like those answers. He wanted to go find somebody that could really feel his pain, somebody that had a counseling background. So he found him a funeral salesman. And he says, Mr. Funeral Salesman, the engineer says 2 plus 2 is 4. He says, what do you think? Salesman looks him square in the eyes, slows his voice down, and says, Mr. Aggie, it's not important what I think. What's important is what do you think? Don't you think 2 plus 2 deserve more than 4? He says, what do you think 2 plus 2's family would think if he could only come up with 4? He says, here, let me show you how easy it is to make 2 plus 2 equal 8. I'm not comfortable with this. He said, you don't do this every day, do you? Said, well, no. You're not comfortable with math either. He said, well, no, I don't like math. I says, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you let me handle everything? We'll really impress your professor because I'm going to show you how to get 2 plus 2 to equal 16. Folks, it's not happening to the Aggie. It happens every day in Houston, several times a day. I just gave you 3 classic sales closes that the funeral industry uses. I just gave it to you in joke format. The sad thing is that this situation is so preventable with the right coaching and guidance. With a call to funeral negotiators, even at 2 o'clock in the morning, your family can be quickly educated and armed with knowledge that keeps you from being taken advantage of when you're most vulnerable. You will quickly learn your many options, the different prices, and what's available in your area. A few hours later, by email, you will receive a map, a computerized price comparison spreadsheet with bar graphs that mirror the spreadsheets and about all the providers in your area and their prices. You will not just hope you're making the right decisions. You will absolutely know it. Whenever you have questions, give funeral negotiators a call at 281-357-0195 or visit us on the web at funeralnegotiator.com. You and your family will be very glad that you called Funeral Negotiators first. With one phone call, we will show you how to take control of the situation, save thousands of dollars, and often tens of thousands of dollars, and avoid mistakes regrettable for a lifetime. If you enjoyed this video, share it with your friends and associates, and help us to get the word out about our wonderful service. Thank you.